What if I told you that a guy that doesn't speak at all in his videos makes over $500,000 a year on YouTube? Or that someone literally eats 100-year-old food and people pay to watch it? Well, today we're gonna be going over 10 YouTube channels that turn weird ideas into real money. And I mean real money. Some of these channels make millions of dollars a year. In fact, one of them turned their YouTube channel into a billion-dollar business and is now richer than Mr. Beast, and you've probably never heard of it. So if you appreciate me making this type of video and doing this type of research, let me know by gently tapping the like button, and I'll do more videos like it in the future. Now, the first channel is gonna be called Dad How Do I, right? So this is kind of like the internet's dad. He's got about 5.3 million subscribers at the time of recording this video, and his name is Rob Kinney, and he grew up without a dad himself. So he became the dad that everyone needs on YouTube. And he basically teaches you how to tie a tie, fix a toilet, and change your oil. And according to sources online, he makes over $400,000 a year with this channel. But we don't just believe sources, we want to investigate this further. So let's actually figure out how much he's making. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on his channel, and then I'm gonna use the free extension. This is actually Mr. Beast's extension, View Stats, right? No affiliate link for it or anything like that. It's just a really good free extension that you can use to estimate how much channels are making. And using VidStats, we can see here that he had this very simple video called How to Tie a Tie Easily, and it was uploaded 5 years ago, and it was one of the first videos he ever uploaded, and it made over $15,000 just from AdSense alone. So he's obviously making a really good amount of money from AdSense. But with that being said, AdSense, especially for educational creators, is just the tip of the iceberg. If you are monetizing correctly, you should be making at the bare minimum 5 times more than what you make from AdSense. So in order to tell how he's monetizing, we can basically just go to his About section here. It looks like he has some Amazon affiliate links here. So if you buy the stuff that he recommends on Amazon, then he will get a small kickback from that. And if you click on that link, you see that he has a bunch of household essentials. So these are things that a lot of people would probably buy if they want to be good at fixing things around the house. Additionally, he's got a mailing address here, so people probably occasionally send him stuff. And he's got a link tree. So we'll go ahead and click on the link tree. So on the link tree, he's got his other socials. It looks like he's got a book as well, and he's got a Dad How Do I store. And then if you click on this store, it's mostly merch. So it looks like he's just selling the merch on the Dad How Do I store. And then he's got a book here. It's got 229 ratings. And generally speaking, when it comes to ratings, only about 1 out of every 33 people, or around 3% of people, actually give you a rating on Amazon when it comes to books. Shout out to my client, Sean, for that tidbit. He actually specializes in helping people start Amazon KDP stores. But yeah, so 229 times 33, that means he sold about 7,500 books, and assuming that the average was 1271, let's just go 12.71, that means he's made around $96,000 selling this book, which is not bad. So yeah, reports online says that he's making around $400,000 a year, and I would guess, based on his view volume and how many views he gets with these different types of videos, and the fact that he's making educational content where people actually have intent, I would guess that that is probably accurate. And he's doing it just by making videos like how to tie a tie, or how to shave your face correctly, or how to change a tire. These videos are dead simple. It looks like he's making them with just a simple phone, probably an iPhone, and he is crushing it, making a ton of money. He also launched a book from his channel. Really good stuff. Quick break. If you're struggling to grow your YouTube channel, you're spending a lot of time making videos, and it feels like your hard work isn't going anywhere, I actually have a free live workshop this Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom. You can check this out down in the description and the pinned comment below. And during this live workshop, I myself will be going over how you can grow your YouTube channel while spending less time working on your videos. You'll get to meet me, and you get to ask me questions directly, and it's completely free. And this is the only time we'll be going over these YouTube secrets, just during this live training. So you won't be able to get this anywhere else, and it's a one-time event. And for this one time only, I will be giving away my Viral Idea Generator GPT for free at the workshop. Now, this is trained on thousands of hours of my own video, me working with clients, my course, my philosophy, and I actually charge my corporate clients thousands of dollars for this software. And honestly, honestly, I can't believe I'm giving this away for free because my most popular video that got 5 million views is actually an AI generated idea. So if that sounds interesting to you, sign up for the live workshop down in the description and the pinned comment below, and you'll learn exactly how to do this. Look forward to seeing you there. All right, the next creator is very interesting, and this is gonna be Liziq or Lizikai. I am so sorry if I'm pronouncing this name incorrectly. Someone in the comment section tell me the correct way to pronounce it. But basically, she is a Chinese influencer, and she is living in the mountains, and she basically makes everything from scratch, and she records it. And when I say everything, I mean everything. She grows the vegetables, she makes the furniture, she weaves the baskets, and her videos look like fairy tales. And she has 26.8 million subscribers at the time of recording this video, and she's growing insanely fast, so she probably has a lot more than that by the time you see this. Now, reportedly online, she is making $15 million a year with this type of content, which is absolutely incredible. Now, the crazy thing is she hasn't uploaded at the time of recording this video in 6 months, and she's still getting 8 million views a month and 300,000 subscribers. That is absurd. Now, according to View Stats, this video right here, which is a special program on New Year's snacks, has generated $195,000, and that's just in AdSense money alone. Now, again, she is very likely monetizing in other ways, such as sponsorships and affiliate links, etc. So she's likely making at least double the amount of money she makes on AdSense. And one of the coolest things about her videos is she basically doesn't talk hardly at all in her videos. So because of that, she can actually attract a mass market audience of people. So she has many, many viewers from China, but she also has viewers from the US and other English-speaking countries, and really viewers all around the world. So yeah, very interesting channel. I will say that she does have extremely high-level cinematography skills, so this isn't as accessible as the channel that I showed you before, because she is clearly quite artistic and she knows how to use a camera. But with that being said, it's not that difficult to have pretty good cinematography skills. Now, the reports online says that she makes around $15 million a year. As to whether that's true, I'm not sure, but I am very confident that she's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. I mean, if one video makes her $195,000, and that's just from AdSense, and she's probably making at least double that from affiliate links, etc., then it's not that hard to imagine that she's absolutely crushing it, especially now that she has a massive library of videos that are bringing in millions and millions of views a month, even though she isn't uploading. So this is basically just a passive income machine for her, and all of her videos are acting like little soldiers that go out and make her money every single day while she sleeps or while she does whatever she wants. Pretty cool stuff. All right, next is a very interesting channel. This is an OG channel, and that is Lock Picking Lawyer. And this channel is an anonymous lawyer that picks locks. That's it. That's the channel. In many cases, he shows how unpickable locks are actually quite pickable. And he has over 4.5 million subscribers that watch him destroy lock companies in under 5 minutes. And he never shows his face, and he's making at least $500,000 a year reportedly. I think that this one is severely underreported. So let's check out his videos. So for this video right here, it's got about 36 million views, and it's basically just showing how easy it is to break certain types of locks. So this video is called "You're Doing It Wrong, the Real Double Wrench Method." And this video alone generated him about $179,000. Absolutely insane. Now, if you look in the comments section of his videos, you will see that he advertises covertinstruments.com. And this is a website where you can buy a bunch of locks and lock picking related devices. Now, not only does he probably make a really good amount of money on this website alone, I'm guessing 6 figures a month, but the great thing about this is a sellable business. So if he gets this business to a few $1,000,000 a year, for instance, he's probably going to be able to sell it for 3 to 5x multiples. So he'll likely be able to sell it for $10 to $15 million. So I really love what he's doing here, and this is a method that I recommend to a lot of people. So basically, he shows how to pick a bunch of different locks, and then he provides the tools in the description. And additionally, he sells a Learn Lock Picking bundle, which I'm guessing is some sort of course. And so I would guess that he is monetizing this channel very nicely, and I would not be surprised at all if he's making far more than $500,000 a year with this channel. In fact, I would be extremely surprised if he was only making $500,000 a year. And by the way, let me just point this out. He is literally just recording these videos with a simple phone or just in a super simple camera. I mean, it looks like it's a phone. Nothing fancy at all. No fancy audio, no fancy lighting, no fancy lenses. It's just super simple recording that just about anybody could do. And all he's doing is just monetizing a skill that he has. That's it. Now, if you want help figuring out your your niche and what types of videos that you could make on YouTube, this is exactly what I've been helping people do for the last few years. And I've helped people all the way from just making the first few $1,000s a month to people that are already doing 7 figures, and I help them scale to 8 figures a year on YouTube. So if you want a free channel audit, we are only offering 10 of them for this video. So the first 10 people who sign up for the audit will get it. Then click the link down in the description in the pinned comment below. And in this audit, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be, we'll make a plan to get there, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. So don't miss out on that. Check it out below, but only do it if you are serious about growing and making money on YouTube, right? Treating it like a real business. All right, the next channel is a very interesting channel, and this is Company Man. And basically he makes these whiteboard style videos where he doesn't show his face, and he basically just explains why companies do well and why they fail. And he does it with drawings that look very simple. And it's been estimated online that he makes about $350,000 a year from this channel. So just as an example, this video, The Decline of Chuck E. Cheese's, is estimated to have made about $31,000. Now, my guess is that this is actually on the lower side of what he actually made, because this type of content is educational and it tends to attract a higher caliber of audience, aka like business owners, executives, high-level managers, people that would like to, would very likely be interested in this type of content. Companies are going to pay a lot more for ads to get in front of those people. So I would assume that he's actually made quite a bit more than this on this video. Now, additionally, it looks like he has a link to a website called Company Man Ideas. I would guess that he collects people's information on this website and gets them on an email list. And if he's not doing that, he absolutely should be. And then on top of that, he does sponsorships on his videos. And I would imagine he's able to charge top dollar for these sponsorships because of the type of audience that he's attracting with these types of videos. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's charging $20,000 to $30,000 or more for these sponsorships. And additionally, he's probably getting affiliate income on top of the sponsorship too. So the reports online that he's making $350,000 a year are very likely true, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's making significantly more than that from this channel, which is pretty cool considering he's not even showing his face. All right, so the next one might be the richest YouTuber in the entire world, and it's someone you would never expect, and that is Physics Walla, also known as Alak Pandey. Now, this guy came from a village in India. He was a poor kid, and he started posting on YouTube basically these videos of him teaching physics on a whiteboard in his basement with really bad lighting and just an iPhone. He was just recording it with a phone, and he was able to get some really good traction with his channel, and he was making really good money with his channel. But then he launched an app called Physics Walla, and it's now valuated at $2.8 billion. And this is confirmed. This isn't some, oh, I'm guessing type of thing here. Like, it's on Google and it's confirmed by all kinds of different trusted sources like Forbes. So he is the $2.8 billion man. And the crazy thing is they're doing another round where they're probably going to value it at $5 billion. So he's likely going to be worth $5 billion here pretty soon. Absolutely wild. And it all started from him just doing whiteboard videos where he's teaching people how to do physics. Incredible. All right, next channel is Steve 1989 Mr. E Info. And Steve eats old military food. And by old, I mean really old. Sometimes we're talking Civil War rations, World War I biscuits. And his catchphrase is nice hiss when opening ancient cans. And he has a channel with over 2.2 million subscribers. That's right, 2.2 million people watch him risk food poisoning. And he's reportedly making over $300,000 a year from eating food that's probably expired and was created before your grandparents were born. Now, according to View Stats, his channel is making about $5.3 to $14,000 in AdSense every month. View Stats usually underreports this. And this video, Pepperoni Pizza MRE Review Meal Ready to Eat Ration Taste Testing, got 13.4 million views, and its estimated revenue is $67,000. A simple video, him probably recording with a phone, just eating rations, made $67,000. Absolutely bananas. Now, if we look at his channel, he's got a Patreon, so he's probably monetizing there. And it shows that he's making about $2,000 a month from his Patreon. He also has a merch store, and on the store, he's selling shirts, he's selling stickers, he's selling mugs, and it looks like he's selling instant coffee on here too. And then it looks like he's got a second merch shop where he's selling a bunch of other stuff like shoes, phone cases, hats, etc. Now, additionally, Additionally, he's probably doing sponsorships on some of his videos, and I would assume he's able to charge top dollar for those because he gets a massive amount of views on his videos. And at 424 million total views, let's just say he's making a very conservative $3 per 1,000 views. So we're gonna multiply that by 3 and then divide by 1,000. That means he has made a super conservative $1.2 million from this channel, and that's just from views alone, just the AdSense money. And chances are he's made at least double or triple that amount. So yeah, absolutely crushing it. I would say it's probably quite accurate to say he's making at least $300,000 a year from this channel. And it's insanely simple to make videos like this. He's literally just gets rations and then he just eats them on camera. That's it. No fancy editing. His titles are super simple. Honestly, his titles are actually quite bad, if I'm being completely honest with you. His thumbnails are just a picture of the rations, and he's absolutely crushing it. And to be honest with you, I think he's an example of a creator who needs to work with someone like me, because I think his thumbnails, his titles, and his video ideas are not that good, and he would get far more views if he worked with somebody like me. And I don't think that he is monetizing in the best way. Just as an example, I think if he monetized very similar to the lockpicking lawyer, he'd be making way more money. For instance, if he sold rations on his store that were somewhat similar to like military grade rations, he could make a ton of money. Even if he sold like survivalist type food where it's just designed to last a long time, I think he could make a ton of money doing that. All right, next channel is Steve Wallace, and I believe it used to be called Camping with Steve. And the niche here is stealth camping, urban camping, and unconventional outdoor adventures. And he's basically a former plumber who started filming himself camping in unusual places, like behind Walmart, or in snowstorms, or in urban areas. And he started his channel in 2018. Now, his reported estimated earnings are around $300,000 to $400,000 a year. And I think this probably severely underreports how much money he's making from this channel. So according to View Stats, in the last 28 days, he's made $22,000 to $63,000 just from AdSense alone. Now, View Stats usually underreports the AdSense by a bit, so it's probably on the higher side of this. So I'd be guessing he's probably making around $50,000 a month in AdSense, and that's just AdSense alone. So that just from AdSense, he's making about $600,000 a year. And just as an example, this video, Tent Inside Tent Winter Camping, probably made around $59,000. So just one video of him, camping a tent inside of a tent made around $59,000. And that's just from AdSense alone. Now let's look at his other monetization methods. So first of all, he has a lot of affiliate links in his description. So just as an example, he advertises the camera he uses to film his videos, which is Sony Alpha FX3, which is a very nice camera, the lens he uses to film his videos, the computer he uses, and then also the drone that he uses to film his videos as well. Now, additionally, he has an Amazon store, which people probably purchase a lot of stuff from there. I'm sure he advertises the tents that he uses, the survival equipment, etc. And he's got a merch store too. So here's his Amazon store. He's got insect repellent, cooler, cameras that he's used, all kinds of other gear, how he stays warm, camping equipment. This looks like some type of solar device, which by the way, the survival/camping niche is extremely profitable. Then he's got sleeping bags, cooking gear, tents and shelters, etc. So he probably makes a really good amount of money just simply telling people what gear he uses, and then a small amount of those people purchase the gear, and he gets a kickback or an affiliate commission from Amazon. Then you've got his website, and it looks like he sells his own products here. So he's got an enamel pen, he's got a beer koozie, so it's kind of like a beer holder. He's got some stickers that he sells. He's got some merch here, like some cups, some bags, a hat, a hoodie. Looks like he's got more shirts, more hoodies. He's got a baby onesie on here. He's got some hats. And then he's got his own website. And this is where the real money can be made. So of course he has his merch on the website. He's also got a donation button. So, people probably send him donations just because they appreciate him. And then he's got lots of camping gear on here. And if he is smart, he's gonna be selling his own products and services on here. Looks like he also has some guides, so he's probably selling some digital products, or if he isn't, he should be. Oh, and we haven't even mentioned sponsorships. If he gets a sponsored video, I'm sure he's getting paid a very pretty penny for that, because like I said, the survival niche, the outdoor niche does pay very well. And so I think overall, he's probably making around $1 million a year from this channel, and he could be making a lot more than that if he's properly monetizing. Now, Steve, if you see this, I can teach you how to properly monetize, because that's what I help people do. And if you're trying to properly monetize yourself, that is something we help people with. And we are doing free audits just for this week only, and only for the first 10 people who click the link in the description and the pinned comment below. So definitely check it out. But like I said, only do it if you're serious about growing and making money on YouTube. All right, next channel is Baumgartner Restoration. Very interesting channel. And they basically do fine art conservation and painting restoration. So this is owned by Julian Baumgartner, and he is a professional art conservator. And they started documenting their restoration projects in 2016. And the estimated reported revenue is around $500,000 to $700,000 annually. So let's go ahead and look into this one. So just as an example, this video right here, the restoration of an Ave Maria narrated version, got about 7 million views and made around $35,000. Just one video, not bad. Now, if you look at their Patreon, they've got about 1,647 paid members at the time of recording this video, and the memberships are at least $4, and the top tier membership is $9. So very conservatively, let's just say that it's all $4 members. We're gonna go $4 times 1,647, and that's $6,500 a month. Not bad. And again, it's probably more than that because many of the members are in the $9 version. Now, additionally, when you click on their videos, you'll see that they are sponsored. For instance, this video right here is sponsored by Squarespace. And I'm guessing they're getting at least $10,000 to $20,000 per sponsorship. Or if they're not, they should be. And then on top of that, they're making affiliate commissions from the people who purchase Squarespace. And it looks like they also have a merch store, so they're selling some merch. And it looks like there's a lot of t-shirts. But I do really like these t-shirts because it looks like they use kind of catchphrases from the channel, and they do look very interesting and attractive. And so basically, if someone else saw you in public with this t-shirt and they happen to recognize it, you'd be instant friends. And so yeah, it looks like 500 to 700,000 annually. I would say that that is pretty close to right. Maybe they're making a little bit less than that. I think they could be making that if they're properly monetizing the channel. And of course, there's a lot of other things they could be doing to monetize the channel, like educational workshops and courses, museum consulting, and all kinds of stuff like that. Additionally, he could be getting speaking gigs just because he's building his brand. And there's a lot of other ways that they could be monetizing this channel too. All right, now the next one is gonna be super interesting. And this is a channel that's not getting very many views, and that's Jeffrey Satayawan. And I think I heard about this guy from a business conference. And this is an example of a channel that doesn't get very many views and is absolutely crushing it. And by the way, there are so many channels out there that are like this, but they're essentially invisible because none of the tools that you can use are gonna tell you that they're making money. So you kind of just have to know. So basically what he does is he helps people, specifically men usually, that are on the brink of getting divorced. And if you look at his videos, you know, he posted this one day ago, it got 720 views. He posted this video about 8 days ago, it only got 2,000 views. This one 2 weeks ago got about 1.6K views. So a normal person looking at this would probably be like, oh, this guy's not making money. Well, actually he is making money because he's selling a high ticket coaching program, right? If you look at his view stats profile, it's gonna tell you he's only making about 192 to $534. Not very good. But this is where view stats will fail you because view stats is designed to tell you how much mass market channels are making, not niche channels. And this is a super niche channel that solves a very painful problem for someone who's in a very specific situation. But the thing is he is making 7 figures a year from this channel. That's right, he's making over $80,000 a month. And he's doing it because he has this free training, which basically helps men to not get divorced when they're on the brink of divorce. And then they book a call with him, and he basically has a coaching program where he will help them to not get divorced. And as you can imagine, that is a very urgent and very painful problem. And so he started a 7-figure a year business from videos that barely get any views. And there are so many examples of this. In fact, I have tons of different clients who fall under this category as well. I've got a client who helps women get into cybersecurity careers, and she makes over $80,000 a month as well. And then on the lower side, I've got a client who basically reviews certificates and certifications and just offers them as affiliate links in the description, and he makes over $12,000 a month. That's Richard. Then I've got another client that helps people graduate with their college degrees faster. And he just shows them little techniques and methods that they can shave some time off of their college degree so that they can graduate faster. And he makes over $15,000 a month. And then one of my clients helps French dads that are usually wealthy, like they're business owners, executives, doctors, lawyers, etc., who are also very busy, lose belly fat so that they can have more energy and spend time with their family. Yeah, that specific. And he makes over $10 million a year. So, like I said, if you want to figure out how to properly monetize your channel, so if you're a business owner, beginner that wants to get on YouTube to get more leads from it, or you're a YouTuber and you're getting views, but you're not monetizing properly, or you are a beginner, you haven't started on YouTube, but you want to take it seriously, right? You want to treat YouTube like a real business. That's exactly what I help people do. I help people to create systems so that content creation becomes very doable, right? It doesn't take up your entire week. It doesn't become another full-time job. And I help people to turn views into actual dollars, right? Help people to properly monetize with those systems. So if that sounds at all interesting to you, like I said, I'm offering 10 free audits only for this week. So only the first 10 people who click the link in the description and the pinned comment below, but only do it if you are serious about growing and making money on YouTube. And watch this video that I did with my client, Sean, who was stuck making around $30,000 a month for several years. And within a few months of working with us, he scaled to $180,000 a month. And then within 9 months of working with us, he scaled all the way up to over $500,000 a month. And you can check that video out by clicking right here.